Minnesota is 17-47 in the 64 games Cat has missed throughout his career. The Wolves are currently below 500. They sit in 10th place in the West. So, Perk, I want to start with you here. What's the impact, do you think, beyond those numbers of Towns being sidelined for a little over a month here, as Woj is reporting?
Well, I mean, you can't replace an all-star caliber power forward in Karl-Anthony Towns. You can't. But what you can rely on is Anthony Edwards, okay? Anthony Edwards is going to be the best version of himself. And there's no knock, against Karl-Anthony Towns, and we hope that he comes back. Yes, they're a better team with him, but I'm expecting big things, okay? Not things, big things out of Anthony Edwards right now. I expect him to elevate his game even more. I expect a couple 40 pieces, all flats, spicy, lemon pepper, whatever you want to call it. I also expect Rudy Gobert to elevate his game. He has not been the same since he arrived in Minnesota. And I'm not just talking about him going out there and having a couple 20 or 25-point nights doing his job rolling to the basket offensively. I'm talking about on the defensive side of things, getting back to that defensive player of the year type caliber player that he was. He has to elevate this game. So I do think the Wolves are going to be okay. I think that these guys are ready for the moment, especially Anthony Edwards.
Zach, are you serving up some spicy lemon pepper wings for the Wolves too?
Yeah. How am I supposed to follow all the wings and Rudy Gobert in the same answer? How am I supposed to follow that? Look, the Wolves are 10-11. They've been mostly miserable this entire season. They've lost 3 in a row after a 5-game win streak that came against injured teams. They need to get right, and this will delay their progress in getting right when they have their full group learning how to integrate Gobert and Towns. That's the long view. The short view is, look, if you trade for Rudy Gobert and you have Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell, you should be able to stay afloat pretty much just fine for 3, 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks without Karl Towns. It's going to hurt. You don't have the margin to take another injury, but they have the talent to stay afloat. I'm not saying they're going to go on a win streak, but they have an identity they can pivot to, stay right in the playoff race, and get ready to bring Karl Towns back when he gets back. But long term, this team needs to figure out its identity, and this delays that process.
Vince?
For me, I say yes. I agree with Perk. With Anthony Edwards gets the chance to do his thing. Maybe the floor is open just a little bit, but let's look at some of the other things. Anthony Edwards and Gobert, their rapport together hasn't been great. Anthony Edwards has given the ball less than Donovan Mitchell did to Gobert to score the basket. So let's see how that works, because defensively, Perk, you said you want to see him get back to that. But Perk, just like you as a defensive player, every now and then you want your guys to give you a bone and get you involved offensively to make you feel good sometimes, and get him involved early in the game to make him feel good defensively. That's when that big man wants to get out of the way and say, you know what, I'll give you that lane. Let me go get the rebound so I can dunk the ball. So let's just see how that works in that aspect, because, yes, Anthony Edwards can get his shot anywhere on the floor, but he's going to need that big fella either to get out of the way to give him some more driving lanes or to play well in absence of Karl-Anthony Towns.
How do you follow Perk, Zach? I just want to hear you say thanks. Can you say thanks?
Oh, I want to hear that.
Thanks.
He's going to do his thing.
Hey, so Perk, you were saying you want to see Anthony Edwards have some 40-piece chicken winner thangs, right? That's what you need from him?
All flats.
All flats.
Yeah, all flats, lemon pepper style.
Yeah, all flats. All right.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.